And welcome back, everybody, to the HeroesCCL presented by Roll20. I am your caster for today, Tetcher. I'm your alternative caster, not on the main stream, using the co-streamer program, meaning that, to start off with the sellout, that I am only supported by my sponsor, which will be no longer my sponsor as of tomorrow because it was a month-long sponsorship, and by you guys at home. For starters, big thank you to Simply Nut Gaming and their People's Choice campaign. They currently have a $400 discount going on their Ghost Canyon system. Great gaming machine with an up to 270 graphics card and up to an i9 in it. Make sure you go check them out using command SNUC in chat to get that $400 off. And of course, I am also supported by you guys. If you are watching and enjoying my cast today, enjoying my alternative casting to the mainstream, then maybe consider donating with bits or Streamlabs, dropping a sub on Twitch, excuse me, or if you're watching this on YouTube or cannot afford a sub on Twitch, then maybe consider supporting via my YouTube channel memberships, where you can get the same content, just not live. As such, you can support there on multiple tiers, 99 cents, $1.99, $4.99, aka similar to Twitch, and one that no one's going to do. I just put it there because I needed to fill that last spot. But there are plenty of options if you want to support the channel, and it's all very appreciated because I can only do this with the support of people like you guys at home. So thank you all for the support so far. I hope we continue to get more, because if it doesn't, I'm going to have to go get a real job. Alrighty, let's talk about the games we have coming up. We are jumping in to 30k versus Simplicity. Let's get this going. So, 30k. An announcement from Udall today said that they were running in with Fury as their opening tank today instead of Masquerade. Masquerade in the CCL chat, though, is saying that it is going to be Fury for the first two games and then Masquerade for the next two games. Then they'll decide on the last one. We'll see if there is any truth to that. And you just heard it. No messing around. The games are already starting. These teams are currently 4th and 5th. Let's see who is able to step up. 30k, will they join Granite Gaming and Sidestep Kings in the 1-3s? Or Simplicity be able to join Crowd Control and Wild Hearts in the 3-1s? Let's find out as our draft has begun. And we head in with Simplicity taking the first pick, first ban, removing the Cassia, and Medivh is already going to be taken out. No messing around here. They are not wasting time, just getting right into the action. Nice to see. Always nice to see when people just get going and have some fun. Cool. Alrighty then. So, for the side with the ETC removed from 30k, of course with Fury being the tank, that could cause some great confusion. It's going to be harder for Simplicity to prep because they don't really know which tank they are prepping for, but the announcement this morning would have made it a little bit easier. There goes the Johanna as the last ban. Double tank bans here. Both these teams focusing each other. Wit getting banned out here from Simplicity at 30k. Fury getting targeted. But Collusion is going to pick up that Brightwing very early here for Simplicity. Not too worried, as we see Imperius, played as offlane in the previous game, going to be brought out as a main tank with the option to swap to offlane in this series number 2. Simplicity now. Where do we see them go? They do have Lutano here. They don't need to dip into their new sub as of yet. Have you thought about maybe 5k channel points for choosing a voice line for me to do? I may consider it in the future. We will see. I mostly do that stuff for free anyway, so we'll see. Alrighty, so it looks like I may have missed an alert because it's popped up on my thing, but I don't know if I saw it on stream. Let me just quickly check my stream alert, my Streamlabs. If your alert popped through and I missed it, I am sorry. As Varian Chromie, that's a big burst set coming in for Simplicity here. Ah, that's why I don't have alerts on this screen. Oh, no, they do. I just must have missed it. Must have been reading the chat. Because Softbird, thank you for donating $20 to me. Can't skip meals on leg day. Great casting today thus far. Thank you very much, Softbird. That is very appreciated. Let's get this going. With Leoric banned away, Sylvanas will be the final ban here. Sylph plus Imperius is such a good burst comp. So we're going to see that taken out with the Imperius as the setup. Very sensible indeed. So they have the Stukov. Stukov is still one of their more highly picked heroes. Currently a 20% win rate over 30k over 5 games on that Stukov. So they're not too used to it yet, but BBJ is getting better. Liam with that Blaze, and Tai bringing out the Li Ming. Very exciting to see. Tai on Li Ming is never unwelcome. It always kicks ass and currently has a 60% win rate. Tai is very, very good on the hero. The Chromie, however, 100% win rate for Simplicity over 2 games. And of course, Chromie is still like the top hero in the game. Junkrat in the last series saw absolutely no focus at all, despite being one of the other top heroes in terms of picks and bans. Not going to be picked up by Simplicity, who currently have a 0% win rate over 1 game on it. Instead, they get Tychus, currently 66% over 3 games, and the Zeratul, giving them a 100% win rate on that. See if they can make it a 100% over 2 games. Rexxar for the last pick. Very interesting. First Rexxar showing, in fact, for the members of 30k. They are finally getting on board the triple bruiser train that a lot of the other teams have been jumping into. It's very nice to see that swap around of styles. That is a triple bruiser style. It's very similar to Wildheart Esports play style. One of the teams who have already been performing very well this season. So seeing that come in is exciting. It's very effective, and their stun setup is ridiculous. And also, Rexxar actually has a build where he can get a ridiculous damage output, where he combines the attack speed talent, the extra range and cooldown reduction on his Spirit Swoop at level 7, and then combines that with the attack speed on level 13, and then basically just runs it down and becomes a ranged assassin in terms of just fast auto attack speed damage. And he can really get a high damage output with this, and it can be very effective. Maybe combine that with the bear buff, but you don't really go for the bear heroic. The balls are still good and will let you chase down effectively, but their crowd control is good. Imperius is one of the highest damage offlaners in the game, especially if it goes percentage damage build, and if not, that Flash of Anger is just on its own enough to match most assassins in terms of DPS. So seeing that, it makes a lot of sense to see. We'll see if they can execute it, though. Execution is where it will come down to as we head in to game number 1 of series number 2. 30k on the left. The Rexxar Blaze Imperius composition with Hasu playing that Rexxar. And Simplicity going to be busting in on the right-hand side of a much more standard comp here. But they don't have a full set offlaner. That's just going to be Cure by the looks of it on that Zeratul. It's still a little bit more unusual. Very much less tanky, all about just kill potential and damage, which is another reason why 30k went for triple bruisers. They're much harder to kill this way. Fury definitely goes for that percentage damage. He wants to blow people up fast. Time Trap does good work. Hasu forced to step back. Bird of Prey for Hasu. Extra wave clear. Keeps him sustained. Who's offlaning? Liam is offlaning. Liam will be making his way up to the top lane. Maximum amount of sustain. Sandblast quest coming in for Hosty. Already up to 2 stacks. He lands the shot onto Tai, who's starting off with the Power Hungry. Gets that little bit of extra mana regen. Every time picks up globes. Quarterback, no surprise here for Tychus. Wit is going for High Kings. Extra damage output. Really going for the burst here. Very interesting. I wouldn't have expected this. I'm curious what the value here is. It's extra damage, of course, but in exchange for not going for the healing talents, maybe he's not going for the one that would buff Mortal Wounds. He's not going for Mortal Wounds. Instead, perhaps going for the percentage damage of Juggernaut to chase down his enemies, or the shield burst of the Shattering Throw. Wit focused down, forced to burn his medallion to get out of danger here. Cure also dropped as the invasion will be successful. 30k will 100% steal this Sapper camp. Zeratul also came down, meaning that no soak is lost from the side of 30k either, so they gain the value. Wit's going to be forced to back away. Sapper 1 in. They try to finish off the tower with BBJ, but they don't do so. As such, that last Sapper is wasted and kills a 1 health tower. That works in favor of Simplicity. They're actually able to trade that pretty reasonably. That could have been way, way worse for them. That's the taunt, so no surprise there. I was very concerned he was going to go something else, but I don't have to worry. Hunter-Gatherer for the Rexar. They chase down, bear stun, and just look at the amount of CC that comes out here. Collusion is able to save the day this time. The damage output still not the highest here. Hasu getting absolutely devastated on the gank from Lutano and Cure. What a rotation. Now it's going to be a 3 versus 4 in this bottom lane. Chromie versus Li Ming to poke in. 4 seconds until Hasu is alive, which means he will actually be back in time for the objective, so they don't have to worry too much. But First Blood goes over to Simplicity. Great kill by them. 30k, remember, the team that did so well to win the Icebreaker Cup, but now sit quite low on the table. Channel for the left for Liam. Cure going to finally match on the right. Core shots come in. Middle altar still available. Lutano stunned out. Bear available. Not going to be used for the follow-up. Cure really bullying Hasu. Hasu always seemed to be low health. 0 stacks of Hunter-Gatherer. Finally able to get his first glow, but he needs to stack that up to have any chance of sustaining through these fights for long periods. Hasu using the bear. Scout the bush, gets the stun. There's a time trap in here though. Time trap does go off. It lets Wit dodge the orb, but the damage output is still there. Wit drops low, dashes away. Able to avoid the kill there as Lutano was able to get some great damage. It's gone for bigger they are. But finally, with the man advantage, grenade one more time from quarterback, but I believe this will be the channel going over to 30k. The zoning is good. And 30k. Able to take the core lead. They've evened up the kills. They hit level 7 just about the same time. And this is now a fight that Simplicity can retake. Now Simplicity, they no longer have their lead. They do have Wormhole though. They do have the extra healing. The victory rush for Varian. Cure has just been playing his own game of let's see who I can murder this time. And the answer is not Liam. Liam is too tanky. Wit baits 2 sappers away from the lane, meaning he can actually just clean these out without having to worry about them focusing his buildings. It's going to take him a while, but this is a great little strategy. If you can pull 2 of them away and the enemy team does not support them, then you get some very easy wave clear without having to worry about doing it under towers. No reaction from 30k to punish him here. He's able to get a great little bit of map sustain. Hasuobs, again, still going for that Spirit Sweep here. He has not gone for the extra range here as they get the charge in. Stun cooldown reduction on that bear. Misha coming back in. Nearly body blocks Fury out. Need to get some good hits onto Lutano. Stun, follow-up. Cleanse comes out from Collusion. That's going to be the retreat coming in as Hosty drops the Dragon Breath. That zones everyone away. And Flash of Anger is a good bit of damage. Again, it's the cooldown reduction on the bear here. So for the extra stuns, that's going to be a lot of extra CC. Not a huge amount of extra damage from Misha yet, though. This will change as Rexar goes on. Can either adjust into the build we were talking about earlier with aspects of the Hawk, or can go for the Dire Beast for extra burst. Nisha gets taunted. Follow-up stun. Calamity is good. And Fury finds the kill with Solarian Flare. Great kill. Alta already channeling in. Looks like they're going for the double once again. But Zeratul is hovering around and Hasu's a little scared. Sends the bear out. Wit in position. He will drive him back. And that's level 10 and the channel. Nope, Cure comes in for the interrupt again. Can Liam punish him for this? Medallion was burned. Sidestep. Cure on fire there. Not caring at all. Fantastic sidestep. Good play so far by 30k, holding their lead. Mid-altar still not channeled. Level 10 now available for both teams. Unleash the Boards are still picked. Body blocks and focus. Wit goes down. Triple Bruiser, pretty good. Chasing Hosty, down he goes. They're going to look for the backline kill. The triple stun coming out from Liam, and Lutano is isolated from the team. Bear stun, down he goes. They don't have enough cleanse. Brightwing just doesn't offer enough for this. There are the kills, and again, Brightwing didn't even go the cooldown reduction on their own cleanse. Instead, going for the unstable anomaly, trying to kill off some of these heroes, but can't kill them if your team is stunned out. Great play so far by 30k in what is a very one-sided early game. Simplicity, they looked good getting that first blood, but the second 30k have got rolling with this CC train. Simplicity have shown that they have no way to get them off the rails, at least at this stage. However, here's where they might be able to make something happen. Cure with the VP. Celestial Charge does not land. Massive shove, and down goes Hasu. That's what they need to keep doing. He's one of the priority targets here. He's definitely the easiest to kill out of all of them, except for maybe Ty. Or is it, sorry, is it, no, it's pretty close to between Ty. Ty has the teleport, Rek'Sar has the bear. BBD has massive shove, that actually makes him very hard to kill. Down goes the Sappers, stolen away by Simplicity, making the most of their advantage. Back and forth this game goes with Simplicity, trying to gain some advantage here. Let's see what they can make out of it. Level 13 are just around the corner, 430k. Simplicity still a little bit to go. Brightwing doing what they can. Very smart soak in the top lane. Collusion grabbing experience for his team, making the most of the fact that he is global. Fury is spotted. Slowing Sands is dropped, but Fury still mounted. Gets away from danger. Liam is a little surrounded, but sustains. Survives the engage. Wit. Hovering about. Orb comes in. Bear just absorbs the Sandblast, which is fully stacked, by the way. Bear to zone, single altar phase, position already taken. Liam, oil for vision, grenade 1 with quarterback, able to zone it out. Bear now will zone, and unless Chromie can land the shot, which she can't, that will be the next altar going over to 30k. They continue to extend their lead. Cure comes looking for BBJ, cannot find it. Wormhole to back out. Lutano, slowed, stunned, not stunned. There's the stun, but is it enough damage? They try to finish off with the bunker. In the meantime, Cure in the backline. Lutano gets out. Cure finds the kill. Didn't know he's there. Oh my. Oh no. Oh no. No! I don't believe it. Oh no. Oh no. Regrets. Regrets. Cure's on the run. Can he escape? Can he escape? Virulent reaction. There's the kill. I was so sure he was going to get out. That would have been unreal. Alrighty, here comes the chase from 30k, looking for their second kill after killing off Cure here. They look for Wit, but the damage from Hosty is too good. And with the Odin popped, that's the disengage coming out from 30k. They will back up. Simplicity, siege into the bot lane. The invade comes in once again. Sieging from over, sand blasts, Odin shots. There's still a grenade to be used. BBJ is in the wrong neighborhood, but there's the virulent reaction. Goodbye, Tigers. There's Collusion being forced to jump away. Collusion getting burst down there. Throw Lutano in trouble. Cure gets deleted by the Calamity. And 30k, they regain momentum. They take down the bell tower. Sapper didn't make it in, meaning they still have one potential shot onto the enemy core. No, they have more. There's a couple Sappers that just got left behind. They have 3 potential shots onto the core of Simplicity. 1, 2, 3. Altar in bot lane. That's an extra 5. That's 8 shots in this rotation onto the core of Simplicity. 30k, a huge lead now. They're about to bring Simplicity's core down to 9 when they still have 36. We did go for burst, by the way. Dire Beast coming in for Hasu. Even more burst damage coming in at that stage. 16 just around the corner. I would expect probably Feign Death to deal with the fact that Zeratul is eating him. If not, Primal Intimidation is still a good option as well. Bear takes a lot of sand damage from Chromie. It is level 16. Let's see what we do go for. Ooh, Spell Armor coming in for the Blaze. And Spell Reduction with Suppressive Fire. They do go for Feign Death to deal with Zeratul. Very smart. Armor Reduction, Mirror Ball. Not too surprising, any of those. Liam is a little outnumbered. Making the most of those Incinerator Gauntlets, though, to clear the lane very quickly. Chromie continues to siege, hitting minions at the moment, though. Needs that level 18. And the bear just overextended and dies. Okay. Rip Misha. Sappers on the way in. Sandblast. Great damage with that Dragon's Breath. Overkill. Cleans out 2 and 3. Sappers eliminated. Great defense by Simplicity. Shattering Throw was the pick on level 13 for Varian, choosing not to go for that Juggernaut as we predicted. Instead, he's just going to try and break through Imperius, who went for the Angelic Armaments. There's that Banner of Dalaran. Varian plus the Chromie is such a good combo. The spell power buff is insane. And of course, Tiger still has a very good spell power build too. He went with Sizzle and Attacks now at level 16 for a little bit of extra murder potential onto all those beefy boys. Criterize for Brightwing. They got some good options. Liam chilling up in top lane. Collusion going to match him. They're both going to try and trade 1 for 1. Here comes the engage. Cure spotted by the bear, but Fury has to step back. They can't afford to take it. Ooh, it looks like Liam actually took a couple extra seconds to clear out top before he channels, meaning he'll be even later than Collusion to this bottom lane. Collusion teleports in, says hello to Wit, channel for Hosty, and looks like we just, the boars don't make it. No interruption. A boar interrupt attempt coming in from Hasu. But here comes Liam. They're instead just going to look for kills. There's the taunt. Focusing Fury. Fury looking for the turnaround. They've got a great choke point here. This is a terrible spot for 30k to fight. There's the kill onto Whip, blasting him down. Sorry, a terrible spot for Simplicity to fight as they drop the Void Prism. They are completely trapped away from not only their own base, but in between two altars. Virulent Reaction coming in. That was a fantastic play from BBJ as Cure is revealed. Focus, drops some damage, but that is 4 down. Can they get 5? Lutano is on the run. Odin is being used. He's still running. Will force Liam to back off. Lutano will live, preventing the full team wipe. But that was devastating. A really rough situation for Simplicity to fight in. They were completely zoned, completely isolated, and as such, get absolutely smashed in that fight. Nowhere to run to. Got killed off, losing Wit early. Boss going to be taken. Sappers pushing in the bot lane. If they get these Sappers in, they win. That's how much 30k have been able to capitalize this game. If they can get these 3 Sappers in, Boars, Bear Stun, Root, Virulent Reaction, here comes Fury, the commitment is there, Sandblast, Dragon Breath from Chromie, kill off the Sappers. The game's still on. But double ulti phase in 20 seconds, that's a bit rough, that's a problem. 3 health left on the core, 5 health left on the 5 shots available, and a Sapper Cam. This is what they have to do. Simplicity making the only move that will work, making their way in to try and kill someone. They had to remove this camp, and now they have to fight over both sides. They can't afford to let 30k sneak past them, and they cannot afford to let this 30k channel. It's all or nothing on the fight now. They're going to let Collusion channel their side, remove that from the board, no sneaky plays. All they can do now is delay and interrupt until Collusion is here and then take the 5v5 fight pre-20. This is all they can do. BBJ, taunt, onto Blaze, there's the focus, Fury with the slasher charge only lands onto Whip, but Wit is tanking through. Liam, turnaround stun, onto Cure, Cure is silenced, getting absolutely body, drops the VP, teleport in from Collusion, but it doesn't keep Cure high. Cure is still low, Odin from the side, it looks like Simplicity may have zoned out 30k, but 30k, they're topping back up. Lutano is interrupted. Blaze with the save there. Cure keeps doing damage to Hasuobs. The bear is getting real stuck in. Virulent, Celestial, Flash of Anger as they chase forward, but the Polymorph keeps Hosty alive. Hosty with the turn. Fury is taken out. Cure escapes over the wall. Time Trap buys them time. There's the blink from Ty. They look. They just need 1 kill for resets for Ty to hold them and let them win this game. They've got the positioning though. That's all they need. If they can hold them back, drop the stuns. Lutano grenade from downtown. Cure healing up at the fountain, dives in, double reset, interrupts Hasu as Ty is looking for damage, but everyone is too healthy. Collusion is going to port back. He has TP. He can port back to his base, get the mana, and return to his team. Going to arrive on Cure, tops him back up, gives him the peekaboo. 25 seconds until Fury is alive. Bear takes some hits. Interruption from over the wall. Ty, they're going all in on this. Bear, double stun, dropping low. Liam focusing down. They get the kill onto Tychus. 4v3, 4v4. Fury still not back. The Blaze is down. It's 3v4 right now in favor of Simplicity as they find the kill on Misha. They finally get this channel, saving them the game. The delay tactic, Simplicity just so tanky. Unable to be killed in that fight. Playing that beautifully. Simplicity finding the kill onto Liam there is a really big deal. And getting Li Ming at the end. So many staggered deaths on the side of 30k. Simplicity capitalize. They hold the lead now. And they will reclaim bot, removing lethal number 2. Simplicity removing lethals one by one. Take out the camp. Take out the camp. Take out the altar. Take out bot lane. And now they're stealing camps of their own. Removing lethals one at a time. Simplicity are looking to make the comeback. They just hit level 20s, both teams. Top off the Unleash the Balls of the Kill command now. Talarashar's elements. It's going to make Tai very scary to deal with. Glory to the Alliance, as well as the Shadow Mending. Zeratul is now going to be so hard to kill. He's going to be so sustainy. And Invisible Friends. Re-invisible the Zeratul. He's already invisible. Make him invisible again. They move forward. Big red button, of course, for the siege. Bot belt out, not looking too healthy right now. And of course, that spell armor reducing, slowing Sands. Zeratul is a full build. They stun, they charge Variant. They've got him in the lurking arm, but it's not enough. Cure does so much damage. Massive shove forces him away. The bunker was burned. Kill command roots everyone in place, but the big red button might be too much. Fury does not land. The bear has been killed. But they finally finished iKing's quest. Cure comes in. Good damage output, but straight into the lurking arm. Big red button will finish off the bell tower. Or will it? They're zoning him away. Celestial Charge doesn't land. Thrust Jet Propulsion does. Cure dropping low. Whip with the torch onto Fury. The VP may have just saved his life, but they got the channel onto bot. One more lethal removed. Cure got the resets on his abilities. And there's the lurking arm, though. Cure on the run. The bear's chasing, but it cannot reach. Tai doesn't land it. Cure with the wormhole. Cure gets out. Bell tower goes down. They channel in. And Simplicity is still going. Tai is completely isolated. He will die. And that's a terrible kill. That's a terrible death. That's going to be insane for Simplicity. Tai is actually staggering himself even more right now. If he doesn't get out, this delay is a mistake. If he does not live this, he has just given such a staggered death. Down he goes. 64 seconds that Simplicity can do whatever they damn well please. As 30k are losing this game bit by bit. With 3 health left on Simplicity's core, they stare death in the eyes and they say, take a boss. They're going to get the extra shots down to 11 health on the core of 30k. They look to take top. They're looking for maybe just to keep capping, keep 30k chasing. They take down top. Huge minion wave pushing in with them now. Bot Bell Tower was recaptured by 30k. They only need 2. It does not matter. Anything else does not matter. If they hold 2 bell towers, they can win this game. Cure has been rumbled and is going to be ganked, forced off the point. He's still going to try and delay, though. If he can delay for his team, he'll back up. Not worth the fight. Banner of Dalaran dropped over the wall as mid is going to be focused down. Like we said, they need 2. If they don't have 2, they don't have lethal. They will sustain it, though. Mid lives. Lethal sustained. Cure is positioning himself for the trap. 3 sappers make it in top lane. Top camp, 8 health on the core. Mid going down. Big red button. Looking to secure it. If they get that, lethal is removed. And Simplicity preventing themselves from being taken out again. There's the channel. They keep going. They just won't lose. They keep fighting this. There's the focus onto Lutano, though. They can kill him off. That's a lot of the damage output. Invisible Friends keeps them going. Collusion off on the run. Flash of anger, but they don't put enough focus. They split their targets. Lutano gets out, and so does Collusion. Invisible Friends to blink away. They don't focus their targets. Bottom bell tower being focused. If they get these sappers in, that's the only lethal left on the map until boss respawns. Because right now, 30k are panicking. Here comes Cure. Over the wall. Great cleave. Huge damage. They get the ult. They get the sappers. Virulent Reaction gets a good route there. Fury dropping low. They charge in. If they can kill this bell tower first, they could do it. Sappers Creeping past, the VP is good, slowing sand, spell armor reduction, bunker is dropped, but the sappers are cleared. Lethal is removed again. Ty, Calamity reveals Cure, but he's dying because it's Cure on Zeratul. Huge damage, Collusion dives in, maybe a bit too deep. Ty stays alive, Collusion being forced to blink away. The bear gets taunted, but it was leashed by Rexar, so we got real confused. We're down 2 health to 3. It literally comes down to the next objective. The Roots. Kill command was burned. They're committed to a fight here. It might have to go on to Wit. Angelic Armament is burnt. They've silenced Wit, so we can't Shattering Throw. That is big. There's the Fade Death. Cure is being completely baited around here. Big Red Button Hasu will fall in this fight, but they're trying to kill Cure at the same time. Cure is darting around these fights. The charge doesn't land, but they still get him with the extra crossfire damage. Lutano chases them down. It's an Altar in bot lane. It's not lethal for 30k, but it sure as hell is lethal for Simplicity. It's a 3 versus 4 in favor of 30k as they siege in, but that Odin is zoning them so hard. Ty dropping down. Lutano is deep in their backline right now, but there's the reset for Ty. Collusion to the minions, teleports away. If they can time this right, if Collusion dies here, then they can grab this bell tower. No, BBJ, stop, you fool! BBJ, 3 shots is enough. They got bot back. I'm not a fool. I am a fool. I can't count. I am the one who cannot count. I'm so sorry. That is going to be GG game number 1. Game number 2, sorry, goes over to 30k. Wow, crazy. I straight up can't count apparently. Whew. I forgot. I said they needed 2, and then I miscounted the amount they had. Feels bad. I suck. Sorry about that, everybody. But game number 1 goes over to 30k here. Feels bad for the side. Feels bad for the side of Simplicity, who put on such a good performance there. That was an insane back and forth. But 30k eventually able to get it. They got 1 kill, and then the resets came. The crossfire from Liam at the end absolutely ate Zeratul. Cure, who was putting on quite the performance, but finally got picked off and burst down. Very well played. Very well played. The triple bruiser composition of 30k. Able to work it out. Check my heart, check my brain. I just called like 3 things wrong in 40 seconds. Feels good. Alrighty. Whew. I'll learn to count eventually, team. Don't worry about it. So, game number 1 going over to 30k. 1-0 up against Simplicity. A reminder at how they stand. 30k currently sitting below Simplicity. Simplicity currently sitting at 2-1. If 30k win, they will be at 2-2. If they can win 3-0, they will be at 8-6, which will put them ahead of Simplicity by quite a significant amount. If Simplicity can win from here, it will be interesting. Minions got middle tower back while they were fighting. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you saving my complete lack of spatial awareness. That is appreciated. Thank you for calling that. I really thought I was missing something there. I really thought they didn't have enough. Thank you for calling that I was right. I just missed it being taken back. Thank you. Very appreciated, Mapegina? I'm never going to do that one right. Feels good. Alrighty, so with game number 1 going over to 30k, they take a lead in this series. Looking very strong in this game number 1. Let's see if they can keep that going. Reminder at their previous opponents, 30k. They've took a game off. So far, 30k have had one of the roughest routes of any teams. Their first week game, crowd control. They lost in a 3-1 in a very intense game. Week 2, Oxygen. They lost in a 3-1. Currently the number 1 team. Very intense game. Week 3, Chili Mountain. They got the win. But 30k, they're looking strong. And guess what? Week 5, they've got Wild Hearts. They've had to play against all the top teams throughout their entire route so far. Week 6, they will have Sidestep Kings. And week 4, they will have Granite Gaming. So they'll finally get to play some teams at the lower end of the board. But they are having a rough opening to the season so far. But they're playing well. 30k looking to try and at least move into that top 3. Or at least try and creep their way up to give themselves, obviously, that buffer when it comes to the playoffs. We'll see if they're going to be able to do it. Already an intense first game of this series. I'm excited for game number 2. Towers of Doom, always fun. Great to see the flexibility on 30k's draft, who so far, a lot of their wins had come down to Volskaya Foundry plus Deathwing equals bleh in terms of the Molten Breath murdering. Well played by them so far. They're able to achieve the first win in this best of 3 series. Sorry, best of 5 series. Having a look at their map choices here, 30k. They very much seem to like Battlefield, they like Volskaya, and they like Infernal. Their highest win rates, though, are in fact on towers. They very much seem to like that. So that is helping them quite a bit. Excuse me. But if they're being forced to pick map now, we're most likely to say they're probably going to Battlefield, Volskaya, or Infernal Shrines. I would guess probably Battlefield. This seems to be one of their big favorites. They don't seem to like Volskaya Foundry too much unless they're running the Deathwing on it, as they ban it quite a bit. Their highest ban map is Garden of Terror, which is in the pool. That's what we're going to say about Garden of Terror. That's all we're going to say about that. Look on the other side, Simplicity, map-wise, if they choose to go for map pick. They also play a lot on Infernal, Battlefield, and Sky Temple. We are going to have Infernal Shrines as our map, and it was chosen by 30k. 30k opting to take us into the Infernal Shrines here, as first pick was selected by Simplicity. So, Infernal Shrines, 50% win rate over 4 games. It's one of their Deathwing maps that they can play very effectively. Let's see what they do on this. Having a look at previous 30k Infernal Shrines matches. Last week, they played a Leoric Hanzo Diablo composition with a Falstad with Mighty Gust to really capitalize on disengage potential and using that Leoric to great effect on the objectives, basically having it as their main engage tool for a large chunk of the season. Was very effective for them. And their other win on Infernal Shrines came from the Icebreaker tournament, where they were able to play, where they played. When did they play it? I can't remember. Double checking. Where are you, 30k? 30k. They played Infernal Shrines in the finals, but lost to Crowd Control with an Imperius Urel. Didn't win that. When did this game happen? I just can't find it. I'm a blind boy. Oh well. They've won twice on it. It does not matter. Nothing else matters here. We are goodsies. Varian going to be taken now, as is Johanna. The Deathwing was banned. Simplicity have done their research. They know that this is a great ranged assassin Deathwing map. They know that Simplicity have leaned, the 30k have leaned very heavily on it. As such, they remove that potential from the board, making sure that they don't have to worry about it. Now, Simplicity, the first pick. It's the Chromie. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it? Chromie is taken away. Simplicity very nearly able to use that Chromie to achieve victory in game number 1. Now 30k. How do they choose to deal with that? They've got that big old Siege Chromie on the board. Li Ming is still okay here, but not as good because there's a lot of Shrine minions in the way of her kill potential. Junkrat, fantastic, has been left up very dangerously, as of course is one of Hasu's top heroes. And the Brightwing, BBJ getting on the Brightwing here. We talk about the words are hard. We talk about that Junkrat, one of Hasu's favorite heroes, as we say, currently a 60% win rate over 5 games played. It's a big pickup for them. Stukov, one of the top healers when Brightwing is not available. And D.Va comes in for Cure. Currently 4 games on D.Va, 50% win rate for Simplicity. And the Stukov currently sitting at the exact same 4 games, 2 wins, 2 losses. The Brightwing, we already talked about it, is currently the top played hero of 30k, with the Icebreaker tournament very much coming in for that quite a bit. 11 games played, 63% win rate, which is a just above average win rate. Nicely done, as Tychus shall be removed here, which is interesting because they're not showing their assassins yet. They're not showing any of their frontline yet. We do know Tychus Chromie, though. It's a comp that works because it just keeps working. Very fun to see. Simplicity now. Gonna ban out the Diablo. With Tychus gone, that makes sense. They don't want to get turned on. If Diablo was to jump in, the Tychus could have turned on it and got some really good damage. Sensible ban here. Also, the only 100% win rate tank for Simplicity for 30k is that Diablo. 30k now. In terms of tanks, their next highest win rate would be Imperius with a 55.56%. It's also their most played tank. They pick Leoric first. They go for that offlane. The Leoric worked really well last time. 75% win rate over 4 games, 3 and 1. So Johanna could be played here, 2 and 1 on her. But Simplicity get first pick on tank. Johanna would be the safest option, because if Garrosh is picked up by 30k, which they have never done, by the way, they've yet to play Garrosh, then Johanna is one of the easiest counters to that. ETC is still available as well. They grab the ETC, one of Wit's most favorite heroes. So far, they have yet to win with ETC. Let's see what they do here. And 30k, with ETC on the board, Imperius would have been really solid and still might be, because that's actually a quite low hit point front line. That big burst damage might be good. If not, Johanna would be very effective here for Mosh interrupts, would be very solid there. They could even go a noob here, but I'm not sure how I'd feel about that. They go Muradin. Ranged interrupts as well, a little bit tankier. It's the kind of argument that we had in the previous series about what tank would work here, but in this case they go for that Muradin, what we thought might have worked in the previous series. Let's see if hindsight is in fact 2020. Well, the old start of 2020 where it was actually good and not exploding. Excuse me. Muradin can take a hit and keep on going. Can do a lot of damage output. Good burst, interruption onto the mosh pit. It's basically Imperius, but less damage, more tankiness. In that case, that's what they want. They don't want to get picked off in these fights. Their main objective here is going to be just trying to sustain their way through, take the fights, and pick off victories. So, excuse me. Why is my throat so bad today? Alrighty, so we're going to be getting ready to jump into game number 2 of this best of 5, ladies and gentlemen. 30k, currently sitting 1-0 up. Can Simplicity make the comeback? Should be entertaining to see. Simplicity have been playing very well this season. As we head into the game to find out, let's get this going. On the left-hand side, Simplicity, Fury on Muradin, Liam on Leoric, Leomoric, BBJ on Brightwing, Hasuobs on the Junkrat, and Ty is playing the Cassia. Final pick of that draft. Very strong. Still surprising to see it dropping so far down in the draft. On the right, it is going to be Simplicity. And playing for them, we have quite a few options. Murray into ETC. It's risky, but he is tanky and does have a Mosh interrupt. It can be worth. Simplicity, Wit on the ETC, Collusion on the Stukov, Lutano playing that Reyna, a really clutch damage pick here. Hosty on that Chromie again, and Cure on that Diva. Ace in the hole for Reyna. They're not here for race, they're here for murder. See if it works out. The Muradin is okay. It might not be the best option, but it has a Mosh interrupt. It's good damage, good escapes. Face Melt, though, can make it a bit difficult. It's going to be up to how well Wit plays this. Stormbolt comes out. Immediately, a little bit of damage is dealt. Now then, Lutano keeps the bully in. Do we see Haymaker on Muradin? I don't think so. I think this has to be an Avatar, because Chromie. This kind of has to be an Avatar to sustain here. Great use of Time Walker's Pursuit to see if Cure was about to be ganked, and he was. So as such, the gank is shut down. Simplicity making the most of that level 1 Time Walker's Pursuit already. What a good talent. It's so strong. Fury takes quite a few hits, sustains his way through, penetrating round from Lutano. Prevents anything else from coming out. A lot of damage being dealt, but everyone sustains their way through. Lutano, good shot. Chromie has her level 2 available, but has yet to pick. There we go. Armor reducing and armor buffing time traps again. Going to help against Burst. Blow them up for the Junkrat. And, of course, the Thunderstroke talents for the Cassia. Standard poke talents on this, and basically every map now. really allows you to bully people on the objective, and of course it's a high damage output. It's an infinitely stacking quest. If you can keep landing it, you really can start to gain an advantage. Camp being started by Simplicity, Chromie with the time trap already set, Steel Trap being matched by Hasu into that point. We see the dive in from Fury, very risky, lurking arm, but here comes the phase shift from BBJ. They hold the line, but Fury being forced to back up. Liam will take over though. He comes in with the save. Here he comes to sweep the lane. Liam able to rotate back to mid lane. Inner light for Cassia, big burst healing. Nuclear option for Cure. A lot of extra sustain. Liam cleans out extra soaked. We're going to be heading up to the top lane for more. Muradin goes with the little bit of the extra echo on the thunderclap. And we have a pause. A pause has been done. So yeah, Muradin going with the Thunder Burn means this is almost certainly going to be a sustain-based build. Oh, we're back. Never mind. We head back in. And they start working on the Bruiser Camp. Both teams starting their Bruiser Camp with Simplicity bringing 3 members, whereas 30k. They let that passive healing of Brightwing do work, and they let Liam keep soaking for him. Whoa, Hasu. Hasu's drifting away from standard here. Very much shifting in terms of the build. We almost never see a trap. We almost never see a concussion mine build. Very fun to see. I'm curious if this will work. This is, of course, at level 4, the talent Boom Pow. Cooldown reduction on the concussion mine. We've seen it really effective on stuff like the Diva Bomb. Great for zoning on a point. It's a 10-second cooldown reduction if he can land it. That might work down. He could even go bogged down here for the slow. Nope, still going to go with Sticky Wicket. Excuse me, on the level 7, sorry. Skullcracker for Muradin. Hit the Nitros for Diva. Collusion. Going to be able to clear out that Bruiser Camp, finishes it off. And of course, the objective will be taken by Simplicity because 30k did not show up. Instead, just chilling out in bot lane, getting soaked, trying to work their way towards level 10, but that does mean there's now a Punisher, an arcane one, pushing in their lanes. How much of a defense are they willing to even put up for this? Because Ty right now is the only one here. Look at the positioning taken as well by Wit, trying to slow down their rotation so that they have less defense. BBJ is able to teleport up, of course, and will help defend that way. Fury from over the wall, make sure no one is being ganked. Looks like they might be about to run past. They find Lutano on the rotation. They don't find the angles to fight him, though. Fury forced over the wall to escape. Down goes the Punisher. Could have been worse. They're able to sustain that. Slowing sands, of course, for Chromie. Not a surprise there in the slightest. Lutano doing a lot of work, clearing up so much value. This is looking good so far for both teams. Neither one getting a huge advantage, but 30k holding a small head start. Great Wraith Walk by Liam there. Able to avoid danger. And 30k playing very evasively, very trickily. They've got Brightwing up in top lane, now moving down to help deal with the camp in mid, while Leo ports back to take over mid lane and maybe head back to top, making the most of that Brightwing global. They're really keeping Simplicity guessing about where they are. Camp is started by 30k. Going to begin working their way through that. Good job. Lots of extra pressure. Concussion Mine was already on the point, so they had the securing there as level 10 is hit a little bit early for 30k with their just under half a level lead. Blink Heal, Entomb, Riptire, nothing surprising here. This will almost certainly be an avatar from Muradin, but it could have been a Haymaker, but it was very unlikely. Cassia, I expect Valkyrie, but Ball Lightning would be good here, but Valkyrie's an extra Mosh interrupt. They might even wait for ATC to pick before they do. There's Mosh. So So yeah, I think this is going to be a Valkyrie game, just with a potential Mosh interrupt or the ability to grab Stukov or Chromie from the backline might be kind of invaluable. But no, they go for Ball Lightning. One-man Mosh immediately onto Muradin, finding the angle, lurking arm. Brightwing arrives. There's the heal with the extra sustain. There's Riptide coming in from the side as we see Hosty dropping down. But Hasu has to stop the Riptide because there's a surprise there's a surprise cure on D.Va coming from above. Will zone him out. Neither team dies. Both teams try to set up the fight, but neither one sets up any kills. Great sustain, the peekaboo from Brightwing, saving the day there, as that was a big catch onto Fury. Entomb. Into the Entomb. Everyone is inside now. Down goes Raider. Great kill there. Lutano taken out. Simplicity on the Bruiser camp already. They just need to rush that down. They sent Cure because, yep, the evade was coming, but they sent Cure so they could clear it before the members of 30k got there. Very smart reaction. A little bit of damage dealt here and there. Nicely done. Dragon Breath comes out. Good work. Good damage output. Fury. Sustaining through. Here comes the D.Va. Micro missiles poking away. Keep Fury hit. If you keep hitting him, he will not regen. Fury single snipes a single objective. Dragon Breath through the entire point. BBJ. Entomb is dropped onto Cure, who still has self-destruction. They can stun him out. They could prevent this. There's the self-destruct though. Concussion Mine, not the best position to knock it into. Slowing Sansby's tied, takes a lot of damage, but D.Va will still be the one to drop. They dive forward. Dragon Breath comes in once again. 15 to 16 in favor of 30k, forcing their way through. Slowing Sands is down once again. And 30k, they're going to claim this. Simplicity backed away, meaning that they will be giving this up. Going to be starting on their own siege camp. They leave the bottom lane to be cleared out by Stukov. Giving them a little bit of extra sustain there. Wait. Backing up. Healing static for the Muradin. That'll sustain them well. Junkrat picks up the Ripper Air. Choo-choo! Time for globals. Gives them even more map rotation. Means House Orb is going to be so hard to catch now. Such a cool talent. I'm sad we don't see it more often now. But they're seeing it now. As the dive comes in, they concussion mine ETC, but he's still in the Entomb. He stays inside. Drain home, and they snipe the kill. Punisher able to get it with the frost mine there. Nicely done. We haven't seen anything replay worthy yet, but yes, we will do replays if we see him. Replays are for stuff we miss. We don't want to interrupt the action. Wave's going to be cleaned out. 30k. Doing a good job with this. You know what? I need a Telestrator. That's what I need. Fury being focused down. Will back away. Great little stun there from Cure. Concussion Mine. Cure stays alive. Remember, that's a big cooldown reduction for House Orbs, landing that. War Traveler and Surge of Light coming in for Cassia here. Movement speed and the ability to burst, as well as Inner Light for massive heals. Chromie with the time out will be getting her next talent. Next level. And Wilkes Pursuit once again sees everything that's going on, and they ditch the camp. They ditched the camp when they were scouted, and you can see Simplicity. They saw them. They still had vision when they saw that camp be abandoned, but they're not going to fall for the trap. It was a bait attempt by 30k to try and pull them in, to try and force them to invade the camp where they could then take the fight on their terms in a choke point. But instead, Simplicity, they backed away, they played it safe, and as such, they will not be caught. Very nicely done. Very well played by Simplicity to avoid that. Ooh, overpower for Chromie. A little bit of extra burst damage for her. Should be fun. BBJ playing a little bit further back. Doesn't want to get caught out. It's a Life Leech Mithril Mace, by the way, for this Leoric. Wants to get onto those tanky heroes and just eat them here. Bot lane getting pushed up very hard, forcing the ports out of Simplicity, forcing them to come back and deal with this. Stone form for Muradin. Full old-style tank build. Very nice to see. We don't see that often these days. Fury just going all in on keeping people tanky. Endless nades for Junkrat. No supplies there. Charges on the Lightning Fury for Cassia. And sends out a couple. When it dropping a fend. Very fun. Very interesting, as right now, this is still in the control of 30k for Simplicity. They're playing this slow. They do find Fury out of position. They're going to try and capitalize on that virulent reaction. Very easy kill for Simplicity. What went wrong there? What allowed them to find that kill so easily? Let's have a look. So we see the camp being finished off. Let's watch the rotation. So Fury obviously shows on this rotation. Wit now knows where he is, and he shows on the minion wave. Fury basically telegraphs his entire play. They drop a great vision set there, and the follow-up power slide is way too easy. The show is good. Also, Entomb is currently happening in the live game. Lutado barely survives the ball lightning. Hasu's trying to chase him down, cannot land the grenade. No one died in that engage. They attempted to get a kill with the Entomb. Hosty, though. Hosty may fall. Mosh Pit, polymorphed, and there's the kill onto Hosty. So finally someone does die. They're able to capitalize and pick up the kill there. So yeah, that was down to Fury. He showed and stayed. Even though they had Time Walk's Pursuit Vision on him, he still decided to stay and get killed, and got killed off. Got punished for it. Liam scouting out the bush as everyone else begins to put their focus. Great virulent reaction. But BBJ not caught in it. Gets the cleanse. Self-destruct is burned. With nuclear option. Nope. Great job by Hasu. Sends that mech away. No self-destruct. Gets very little value. The demon mech is down. There's the Entomb. Onto Lutado. Completely surrounded. Ball lightning doesn't bounce though. As Lutado very nearly gets away. But they do get the kill. Kill the mech. And now Cure is on the run. Can they find Cure? Rippy rare. With BBJ teleporting in, good to go with the knockback. Cure's on the run. He medallions, tries to protect Fury, does not do so. And that's going to be the kill. Punisher, though, was taken by Simplicity during this. Law Cruz, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. If you enjoy the show, maybe consider dropping a sub or some donations. As we see the defense coming in from 30k. Yeah, they got 3 kills. They got 2 kills during that, but the Punisher is lost and is still pushing in. It interrupts their rotation. They're putting it as far away from the fort as possible. It's intentional. They're not trying to rotate. They're just putting it as far away from the fort as possible so they can get it cleared quicker. What a play. I love it. Cassia receives the help of Brightwing as they begin to push in. They finish off the camp that was stolen by Simplicity. And they're going to do good. Bruiser available for Simplicity. They pick that up. They don't have a huge amount of map pressure right now, so they're just grabbing it quickly to prevent it going over from 30k. 30k pushing in bot lane. They have a camp available now as well. Warning pings. They kind of know where Fury is, who will now back away. Wit sees Fury. Fury in full retreat. Remember, it's currently a 5v4 in favor of Simplicity due to the fact that we do not have Liam down here yet. But level 20 advantage is achieved. Despite being a man down, we see 30k stepping up, looking to try and see if they can find a fight. They don't find it. Buried alive. Muradin yet to pick. Should probably be rewind. Yep, there it is. Extra oomph for the Junkrat. Entomb of Buried Alive does not land. Down for another 45 seconds. Endless lightning on the ball lightning here. Invisible friends. Nice set here. Chromie now has level 18, so she can pick a level 20 talent, her Storm tier. I would guess probably the Spell Armor of Slowing Sands. Gives them that really good fight potential. If not, then this is almost certainly going to be the cooldown reduction. Will help Stukov so much. Nope, Piercing Sands. I am wrong in every sense of the word. Feels bad. The Piercing will definitely help against Brightwing. That will help a lot. Top 4 goes down. Final remaining 4 that Simplicity had up. Simplicity, though, they're going to try and get a counter play. They rush bot, and they're going to grab a fort of their own. No, they're going to back away. They're scared. You can see 30k. They're looking for a fight. Simplicity were looking to see if their keep was being counter-pushed. They could have maybe got a counter-push off their own, but because there was a rotation and of 30k not showing on the map, they kind of had to pork. They could not take a 20 fight, so they didn't want to get caught out, so they had to just retreat all the way to their base here. Great play by 30k, not pushing in further. Here's does help on the shrine. It is true. Diverting power, showstopper, pretty standard stuff there. A lot of extra push going to be available in this top lane when they finish off this bruiser camp. Vision being gained, Time Walker's Pursuit, extra sight, always welcome. Keeps them aware of what is happening on the map. Reyna now have a lot more sustain, the paint them red. Huge amount of extra burst sustain for Lutano, might help keep him alive, assuming he's not in the entomb or stunned. Oh, invisible Leoric. Entomb! Lutano! What did I just say? They dive in, perfectly executed, but Lutano stays alive. Their healing is good. They're still trying to chase him down, though the frontliners are going all in on this. Mosh Pit catches all the frontliners. Riptire is able to pop that Mosh Pit. They're still trying to chase down, diverting power as the full pursuit continues. They try to get onto it, but they can't catch Lutano. The sustain was good. The quick burst healing from Stukov kept them alive. The Mosh Pit bought them time. And that was a very good disengage from Simplicity. But they burnt Mosh Pit. One of their best tools for re-engagement is now unavailable. That's going to be a little sketch for them. However, they're still not 20, so they still can't contest the objective. As such, this will likely go over to 30k. Level 20 just about to come online for Simplicity, though, meaning that this could be their defense. Bolt of the Storm for ETC. Great disengage. When push comes to shove for the Stukov. Timing attack. No surprise there. For the D.Va, that's kind of the go-to talent. Raider. Weak spot acquired. 25 armor reduction on everyone who is hit by Give them some pepper. Really going to give them some extra blow-up potential in these fights. Will help out. Let's keep an eye on the map. Leoric finishes the Frozen Punisher. It is a Frozen Punisher, so potentially disabling the keep going to make it way harder to defend. Kaza is pushing in, but you can see Ty. Ty actually kept them at range, so they didn't chase the Punisher, meaning that they will not be interrupting this push. Nicely done by aggroing them. Great self-medallion by Kjurgs, keeping himself and his team safe by pulling the Punisher further back. Timing attack gets a little bit of damage, but this keep will drop. Massive shove. Not finding the angle they want. Crashing into the fountain here. Punisher down to half health. Riptire comes in. Entomb. It's onto the front line. They try to pick off D.Va here, but D.Va tanks through the time trap. So good from Hosty. Again, though, Concussion Mines shuts it down. Core health is dropping down. The shield has already been taken out, but the Punisher has perished. Wit pushing forward. He has Mosh Pit back up. They look for the fight. Liam looking low. Drain Hope tops him back up again. Diverting power. Ty dropping down. That's some good damage from Holsty. Infinite Lightning spreads a lot. Wit drops too low to engage. Steel Trap is used. Wit just pops it on purpose. Get rid of it. Remove vision, remove it from the board. You don't have to worry about it later. Siege camp stolen away by 30k in the bottom lane. Asu sprays in the vision. Nicely done. Bruiser available for Simplicity. 30ks will be up in a couple seconds. They'll easily be able to clear out Simplicity's first. The question is, what are Simplicity planning? Looks like they set a trap. Steel trap used. Gives too much vision. Retreat comes out from Simplicity. 30k. 2 on the ball in this case. So instead we see the rotation down to bot lane. Looking to protect their second keep. Simplicity looking to make sure that they keep sustain and they keep their lanes pushed out so they don't have to be too concerned about having to macro during team fights. Classic style. Classic style indeed. Simplicity is still in the game though. They lost 28% of their core, but the shield recharges pretty quickly, so they've got a big old boost to shielding now to keep them alive. And the only lane they right now have to really worry about is mid lane. And top lane, once that Bruiser is used, Entomb, they go for D.Va. Once again, Fury's trying to zone everyone away so they can try and get to Cure. Body blocks from Fury. Cure, Concussion Bind is good, and Ty will be able to finish off the kill. Massive shove sends Murid into Austria as they turn around. Time Trap might not be the best play here. It puts Collusion in a lot of danger against the armor. Massive shove is back when push comes to shove. Liam, Entomb back in 30 seconds. They chase Collusion all the way across. Liam is dropped low. Will be able to retreat. Collusion, Infinite Lightning, Surge of Light, there's the kill. Liam is still alive as Hosty's been trying to pick him up all fight. Invisible Leo is back as Wit face melts to make sure that him and Hosty can get out of danger. Entomb in 13 seconds. They chase all the way in. Tide dives very deep for it. They're just going to try and end the game. 3 kills on the board. They're pushing in. They've got catapults on. Can 30k end this? There's a Chromie still alive. That's a lot of damage. That was way too far forward. Hosty's down. Moshpit comes out. It will be interrupted with a concussion mine. That's going to be GG. Deaths are staggered. And that's going to be 30k taking game number 2 of this best of 5 series. And with that, Simplicity are going to have to fight back from match point. Down goes ETC. Making it a 5-man team up at the end. D.Va literally on 0 seconds for respawn. Not available at the end. That Chromie at the end, that was a little bit of an overstep, bit of a misplay there, but overall, Simplicity, they still played that quite well, but the macro play of 30k was just a little bit too good in the end, and of course, they once again just let Liam do his thing and let Lee Yorick pick up kill after kill. Good job at 30k. And with that, they are now 2-0 up, 1 game away from taking the entire series. You can see at the end, Brightwing just short of 100,000 healing, whereas Stukov didn't even get 57. The damage and zoning, more importantly, of 30k was so good, and a lot of that was down to Fury. Fury, of course, coming in for 30k in exchange for Masquerade. And in this case, playing that Muradin, he just played as tanky as possible, just standing in between the person they were trying to kill and their team, and just eating all the hits, and that allowed his team to attack with relative impunity, not having to worry about being hit from the Chromie, not having to worry about being counter-engaged on by ETC because there's a Muradin in the way. And it was really well played and well executed. Good job. Very nicely done. With that, 30k, 1 game away from taking the series. Now, we did hear and say at the start of the stream that Udal said that we do have Fury starting today, but we did see Masquerade saying that it was Fury in the first 2 games, and then we might see Masquerade coming in for the second 2 games if they're needed. So we'll see if Masquerade does pop in for this game number 3, or whether they'll keep Fury for the entire series. I think the idea was they'll have Fury. What Udal says is they'll have Fury to start, and then after this series, they will decide who will be the main starting tank for 30k. So let's see what we can do. There's a bit of a division in the chat here. Masquerade is so bad, and Masquerade is so good. Nice, alrighty, pretty good. Very nicely done by 30k. Of course, the main stream is going on its break because we're 2 minutes in. We're 2 games in, and that is every time they go on a break, they gotta fit in ads. That's the reason why they do it. I talk on them because I don't have to run ads, and when I do, I can just do it while I'm talking, like this one right here. If you don't have ad block, shame on you. I understand. I very much understand. But if you don't use AdBlock, I hope you can please consider supporting in other ways. Because ads doesn't earn a lot of money, but it is helpful. If you are seeing ads, then that probably means you're subbed. Thank you for that. Very appreciated. Thank you very much as well. Alrighty. Oh, big stretch! Feels good. Didn't mean Masquerade's a bad player, just he looked really bad in 30k's first 2 series. Fair enough. Well then, for now though, let's talk about what is going to be happening. What's that buzz? Nothing. Okay. Oh, it's not nothing. That was a Jinx tweet. Nice. Feels good. Love my life. So, let's talk about the game number 3. If they are running Masquerade here, then Masquerade is a little more of a passive player, plays a more European style than Fury. Fury plays very far away from his team, whereas Masquerade plays a little closer. This allows Masquerade to protect the team a little bit more, but in this case, against a team like Simplicity, that might be dangerous because it gives Simplicity a lot more freedom of movement around the map. So we'll see how that works out in theory. The protection on the backline, though, will be welcome. It will still give a lot of effectiveness, although Hasu seemed to have very little issues protecting himself, because Concussion Mine's really good. Letting Hasu have his Junkrat was crazy. Fun to see. Fun to see, indeed. So we'll see if that happens once again. Plenty of map choices as we prepare to go on. We talked a little bit about the map choices earlier, as we do have only one game down, which was Towers of Doom, won by 30k, meaning that they now have a 75% win rate on the map, as they are 3-1 on Towers of Doom. And now with this win on Infernal, they have a 66% win rate on that. Feels decent. Alrighty. On the other side, we're looking at Simplicity here. Their highest win rate maps are Volskaya Foundry, Cursed Hollow, and Infernal Shrines. Well, not anymore for Infernal Shrines. That's now a 50-50 win rate. So we'll see if they maybe choose to go for first pick, which I would expect, in which case we probably won't see Cursed or Volskaya, because neither of those are higher win rate for 30k, as they prefer Battlefield of Eternity and Tomb of the Spider Queen. Tomb of the Spider Queen, maybe a map Simplicity might want to avoid, as they are 0-2 on it. We'll see if they can make a comeback, or if they do anything about that, as we will be preparing to head into Series number 2 after the mainstream has finished its break. If you are enjoying the stream, everybody, as I missed Ior Cruise. Oh, no, I did go. Oh, it was Law Cruise. I said Law Cruise. Is it an I? Is it a lowercase? Is it an uppercase I or a lowercase L? Who knows? That's an interesting one. I can't tell. Either way, if you are enjoying the stream, ladies and gentlemen, then for starters, make sure to show your support to our sponsor for the last day of this month, basically, Simply Nuck Gaming. They have been supporting me all month with their People's Choice campaign, where they have been letting you guys vote on which system received the bigger Black Friday to Cyber Monday discount. You voted, and the winner has been decided to be the Ghost Canyon. Thank you all very much for those votes, but you now have the opportunity to pick up a Ghost Canyon with a $400 discount. Ships to Europe and the US, so definitely go and check that out. And all their other systems that were in the polls, the Nemesis, the Vortex, and the Hades Canyon, are also on sale for $100 each. $100 off each, not $100 each. Make sure you show your support to them, and if you're looking for a new system, maybe consider showing people some support to people who are supporting the Heroes scene. Thank you, Simply Nuck. And Big B, thank you for the 100 bits. If you are also enjoying my casting at home, I am, of course, not being paid by CCL. I am doing this because I love it. It is awesome to cast Heroes of the Storm, but because I'm not being paid, all the support I get is from you kind people, you kind strangers on the internet, and friends from my real life and my traveling gaming days. That is all the support I get. So every sub, every bit donation, every Streamlabs donation, and every member on YouTube is appreciated, because it is the only way I'm able to keep making this content and keep being entertaining. If you want more of a say in what I do, then memberships on YouTube are a great way to do that, because it has a direct line to me and exactly what I say and what I do. And of course, join my Discord if you want. It's been dead for a while because I sort of disappeared for a bit because I had a mental breakdown. But it wasn't actually a mental breakdown. I was just too stressed to do work. But in this case, it is still there. If you want to have a direct line to me, it's a great place to talk to me. And of course, there are plenty of ways to support me monetarily. It's appreciated. If you're looking to buy some games for family or friends or yourself this Christmas, then maybe check out my Humble Partner links. If you use my affiliate links, then you can buy games for a lot of the times cheaper than Steam, and you can support both charity and me at the same time. If you buy Humble Bundles, you go to the Humble Store, then just by using my affiliate link, I get a little bit of a kickback from anything you buy there. So if you're looking to buy games, please make sure that you check out the Humble Store, see if it's there, or Humble Bundle, so you can get many games at the same time, and use my affiliate link, linked below the stream. And I have merch! There's some really cool merch down in the store, including some great false dad art, and a fantastic and very nostalgic HGC shirt, so make sure you check them out. And if you're looking for some new merchandise, a new t-shirt or jacket, or maybe even, I believe I have a bum bag, or a fanny pack, I think it's called in America. You're looking for one of those for Christmas, then maybe purchase one of those. And yeah, have a lovely Christmas, everybody. We still have plenty of weeks to go for that, though. But I hope your holiday season is great. And thank you for everyone who has been generous so far. Please keep doing it, because it's the only reason I can keep making these casts. So, how's the mainstream looking? Are they back from their break yet? Let's have a quick look. Yes, they are. They're just nattering. Just having a natter. Having a natter, mate. So let's get ready to jump in. Let's dive into one of the players again, as we have been enjoying doing so throughout this. And let's start off with Fury. 30k, of course, picking up Fury. Actually, let's jump into Masquerade, because I'm going to believe Masquerade saying that he is playing game number 3 at least. Masquerade, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Okay. My body is trolling me. Thank you for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits, Ronin. Very appreciated. Did you say bum bag? Yeah, that's what a fanny pack is called in the UK. A bum bag, because it goes on your bum. Yeah, didn't you know that? That's what it's called. That is the name of it. Alrighty, so Masquerade, tank player for 30k, and tank player for the most successful European team post-HGC of all time. Washed up. Let's see what they can do with it, as right now we are heading into the draft. I don't have too much time to talk about Masquerade, who is playing today. The prediction was right. Masquerade was not lying to us as we head into the game. Masquerade filling in for Fury in game numbers 2 and 3. 3 and 4 if they are needed. Maybe just number 3. We will find out. As Brightwing shall be banned away. Medivh, of course, will be removed. Cassia taken out of action. And we are underway. 30k. Final ban for them. I would guess their most banned heroes are Chromie, Junkrat. I'd guess this would be a Chromie ban. This is a pretty good map again for Chromie. Get some good value going there, unless they want the Chromie, but their second pick. I would guess Simplicity would just first pick Chromie. But not this time. Banned away. Chromie finally re-earning her spot in the first ban spot. As Yarel will be picked up by Simplicity. We don't see Simplicity by Yarel currently, Yarel by Simplicity, sorry, currently sitting at 1 and 2 in terms of a win rate. Let's see if they can make that a 2 and 2, 50-50 win rate here. 30k. D.Va is still available. They've played a little bit of D.Va, 50-50 win rate over 6 games, 3 and 3. They get the Stukov, with Brightwing already banned out. And Masquerade, early Imperious pick. 55.56% win rate for them across 9 games. That is a 5 and 4 win-loss record. Gives them a lot of extra burst. But it's a very early showing. Of course, they could swap this to Liam and be very bamboozling that way. How does Simplicity react? They need something that can survive the hard engage. They go for Varian. Great choice here. Taunt that Imperious really reduces his value. And Tychus. The ability to burn through a squishier tank front line. Going to be really important here. 30k now. Varian, Tychus, Yarel on the board. Probably banning off a healer. This may end up being Deckard. It could be Lucio. Lucio will give them fantastic rotational ability. Karazim if they want to get rid of more burst. They ban Ana. That's smart. They don't exactly know what's going to be coming here, so they remove the Ana. They played Ana once, won once, so Simplicity have been known to run it. That's cheeky play. I'm a big fan of that ban. It's a safe ban. It's a secure ban. It means they're not going to have to worry too much. In case there was like a Li Ming Ana final pick, would give them a great reset comp. Make it very scary to deal with. Simplicity now. They ban that Deathwing. They know 30k. 30k, the majority of their wins on this map have come from Raged Assassin Deathwing. Tychus already on the board, though. It would be a little scary to deal with, but in this case, they're just not having it. They just don't want to deal with this at all, and I don't blame them. So now, Simplicity. They could still go D.Va for an offlane, still has been left available. And they could always swap, of course, that Imperious onto someone else. There's Rexar. And they have 100% left themselves open to go that triple bruiser line again with Tai on the Li Ming. Very similar to their draft in game number 1. There's a Varian on the board, there's a Tychus on the board. Well, let's just add tanks until we don't die. That seems to be the play of 30k here, but they've still left themselves flexible enough that they could put Rexar onto Liam and swap Hasu onto something like that Junkrat. There's the Malfurion and Tracer. That's concerning. I don't know if Tracer's enough damage to deal with any of those the triple backline. the triple front line, Li Ming is the only person who now might be in danger of Tracer, but that's how Tychus and Tychus and Tracer into a Stukov who could just go biotic armor. Going to be very focused onto this. Liam doesn't play Rexar, not usually, but you don't know if there's a swap available there. There is always the potential that they could swap it on, that he could have been practicing it off stream or out of games. They could always have been working on it. But in this case, the triple frontliner is exactly what we do end up seeing. The expected pick there, but you can never be too sure, Amplified. There's been a couple of heroes that teams just have not played this season that have popped up, even today. So you can never be too sure. You can't make that assumption, and we didn't see that assumption being made by Simplicity either. So, 30k. Let's see if they can close this out in a 3-0, or with a Simplicity, or will be able to begin the reverse sweep, or at least take a couple points. Here's the table so you can see what the current sets look like, with Simplicity currently ahead of 30k. If 30k win this, they will be 8 and 6, which will put them ahead of Simplicity. Let's find out if they're able to do it as we head into game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. He said it, not you. He could be lying, but that is fair. On the left, it is going to be 30k. Still amuses me that Hass's name is Team Liquid Hasselob's 30k. Awesome. Because he's still under contract. 30k on the left-hand side, ready to bring the pain to the mid lane. Although they do have Liam already going bot. On the right-hand side, it shall be Simplicity. Bringing out that Tracer Malfurion combo, a classic. Let's see what they can do. Nothing out of the ordinary in terms of level 1s. Never mind, Yrel gives us something to talk about. Hooray! We're going to be seeing Yrel starting with Light of Carabor. A little bit of extra burst healing, not going for the physical armor. Rip Bear, get dunked on. Goodbye, Misha. Hasu getting a little bit murdered there, losing the Misha already. That was certainly a kill. Incredibly quick burst and rotation coming in from Simplicity. Wit, a little bit isolated. Celestial Charge does land. The Bear Stun did not. Lurking Arm is there. They try to slow him. That is a good pull, but Wit, he just turns around and bops the big Masquerade. He's looking for it real hard. Finally finds the kill. Went for the Celestial Charge cooldown reduction here. There's the root from Collusion. Medallion is burned. BBJ is paper. Kitana was thinking about the dive, decides against it. That makes that a kill for a kill here. Simplicity for 30k. Varian is now back. A little bit messier from 30k than in game number 1, especially where they ran this draft. It was a little bit smoother here. So, we see a little bit of focus already. Right now, Hosty definitely needs some help with this camp. He's actually going to port back and let Collusion finish that off. Turret going to be taken over straight away. Spore Camp is available. Cure from over the wall. Bear, multi-man stun, but that means they step off the point as Cure looks to go for the interrupt. Trying to step on. Support Camp will be taken by Hasu as they make their way forward, and they kill Wit again. Goodbye, Wit. Oh, great bear stun from Hasu. Collusion is taken out. Cure of a multi-man stun charge, though. They're going to try and get Yrel as well. Cure gets isolated focus down, and that is a quadra kill. At the 2-minute mark, coming in for 30k. Very nicely done by them. Let's see the latter half of that again. Celestial Charge onto 2 members means instant reset for Li Ming. They chase in, and by that point, Wit is 2 body blocked. You see the fantastic stun from Misha, gets Malfurion, who was just trying to help. Cure, again, comes in, trying to be disruptive, but there's so much CC, and he has so few ways to get out of it, that Cure just ends up adding to the death pile. And with that, we do see Simplicity very much on the back foot. 30k. Really capitalizing on this, and they take a strong lead. Charge shots for the Li Ming this time. Going for a little bit more extended teamfight damage, which makes sense because, well, there's going to be longer fights. They don't exactly have the highest burst output, as we've said before. But there's Crossfire. That will help a big chunk. Bear stun cooldown reduction for the... Oh, Liam, he's being focused. There's the taunt, and that's exactly what Simplicity are going to be looking for with this Varian. Lutano backs away. Quick kill by Simplicity, bringing themselves back onto the board. This is what they have to keep doing, picking people off this way. Anti-healing, by the way. Strangling Vines for the Malfurion to give them a better chance of picking up those kills. 58 to 10% right now in favor of 30k, but Simplicity have forced them off the point. Liam has respawned and is on his way back to the rest of the team. They clear that up. Siege Camp is available. Ty and BBJ will start this, but invade is possible. They're in position. Liam able to spot them, and Masquerade from the other side. That's enough to zone out. They will grab their turret. 2 turrets available. They step onto the point. Hasu still with that healing pulse available too. Recall from Tracer. Immediate medallion, because no thank you. Set your charge blocked by the Root of Collusion. Channel going over to 30k, 61 to 76 right now in favor of Simplicity, but they are forced off the point. Channel charge dead. Lurking Arm beautifully executed by BBJ. Bear and charge follow up there. Gonna steal this turret. Masquerade gonna get a toy of his own. And 30k, they are on the same page. One of the best games we have seen for them. A slightly shaky early game, but in terms of series, doesn't matter which tank they've been playing, they are starting to look solid. The early game in this game was a little shaky, but this is some of the best 30k gameplay we have seen so far. They're on top form, and they really seem to be communicating together. And with that, they're able to push in, hit level 10. Pushing bot lane is quite a surprise, actually. Usually you see top lane being the focus, where they try to grab the fountain, but in this case, they are just straight up going for the fort. Pulse Bomb used onto the Protector here, pre-level 10. Trying to make the most of that heroic advantage. Bear goes down. Rip Bear. Rocket Punch gets the value. Liam comes in. It's now 5v5 down in this bot lane. Unleash the balls. They're going to try to take a pre-level 10 fight. There's the charge as they get the stun from Liam. Masquerade as Angelic Armaments is dropped. Wit is now very isolated. And that's going to be the strat. Kill Wit. Everyone is mounted up. You can see Lutano and Cure. They're coming in for the save. Collusion even coming in here. Lutano dashes away. Oh no, Collusion! The last to arrive, the first to die. He was just trying to rotate safely, but the trap was set so well by 30k. They pick up that kill. There's level 10 going over to Simplicity though. They get the Odin. There's the Warbringer. Lutano gets away. Slowing Pulse Bomb from Lutano here. Island Defender, we already talked about that slowing Pulse Bomb. And the Tranquility. Who's going to grab it? There we go, Liam. Everyone has an item again. They have so much value. They have, I'm pretty sure they now have 2 biotic emitters and everyone has an item. They have a turret camp. And no one to pick it up unless Hasu's dropped his turret when I didn't dropped his emitter when I didn't notice. I really wish there was something we could add to Ali Obs. Hey Ali, are you around? I know you watch this sometimes. Is there anything you could add to your overlay so that we can see items? Okay, Hasu doesn't have one, so he can pick up the turret. Looks like they just dropped one and traded it though as they chase forward. They burned the emitter. They burned the biotic emitter. In exchange for the turret, they are all in on damage. Slow applied to multiple members of the team. Liam takes a lot of damage there. Taunt onto Masquerade. Tags through. Celestial Charge. 2 members. Big stun from Liam. The bunker is down for the follow-up, but Wit is tanking through, so they look for Hosty. Damage output is good. CC output is better. Good sidestep. Hosty buying some time here. He split the team in 2, and that's giving his team, Simplicity, a chance to turn around and look for a counter kill, but it's not enough. Regroup by 30k, finds the charge, and that's going to be Lutano taken out. Great charge there by Wit. Liam baiting him in. There's the kill. It's going to be a double kill going over to 30k. 9 kills to 2. Rip Misha, feed the bear. And we're going to see the fort going very low. Several turrets dropped here. They still have one. And of course, they have one that they just haven't picked up yet because it's Simplicity's, but they're just going to get it anyway. Because there's no way Simplicity evade this down Urel. Oh, I am wrong. Okay, there we go. They dropped the turret, trade it out. I don't think they needed to drop that turret. Little over-eager there, but hey, better safe than sorry. Hunter-Gatherer is completed. There's Illusionist. Little bit of extra Dire Claws for the bear. Burst damage. Information now does a lot of damage, and a lot of damage in the burst category. But also, the important talent on this tier, Virulent Reaction. Going to be coming in for the Stukov. So much extra damage here. And of course, that huge lockdown to set up his team for even more kills. Hey, Blaze going for a reactionary talent. Going for the attack speed slow on his oil. That's going to be really annoying for Tracer. That's going to suck. Speaking of Tracer. Wow! She didn't stand a chance. Hang on. Let's see that again. Camp going to be cleaned up as top 4 is getting focused down. Let's see how quickly she dies. So there's Lutano, minding his own business, clearing the lane. Steps a bit far forward, trying to avoid the orbs. And a full wraparound over the wall from Masquerade. And then a full tie combo. Just deleted. Hey, Tigerfish, thank you very much for the 500 bits. Very appreciated. That's gonna be very, very appreciated indeed. If you're enjoying the cast, this may be the last game of it by the looks of it from how 30k are playing. Make sure you drop a sub or a donation if you're enjoying to show your support. There's the taunt onto Liam, rooted with the anti-heal. Might be in trouble. Pulse bomb. Only one target this time. Sustains through. Masquerade begins to creep forward. Biotech emitter not taken. It's interrupted. They bring the Protector to rocket punch them off the point. The emitter is still taken by Simplicity though, but that was really, really a fun way to try and counteract that. That was awesome. The nanomachine coating from Blaze is causing so many problems for the members of Simplicity. Celestial Charge does not land onto Wit. He's the one with the emitter. If they kill him, they can steal it. Masquerade slowed by Lutano. And by Hosty, who now has the extra slow on his overkill. Mirror Ball now available for Li Ming. They got that thermal protection for Blaze, allowing him to dive a little bit deeper. That armor reduction. There's a super strain. That's going to be so strong from Stukov, keeping the team alive. They move forward. Focus. Bear, rooted, anti-healed, will survive. They siege in. It's, of course, the squishies in the Protector, meaning it's really hard to dive past. Hasu was really the only target. Laser Lutano dodges it with the blink. Keep disabled, but the Protector expires. They choose not to go for the main fight there. Pulse Bomb doesn't land. They really wanted Lutano there, but Lutano, a little bit too mobile that time. Gets away. Feign Death once again coming in for Hasuobs. They pick that up, and they keep pushing. They've got a turret now and the minion wave, so they can just keep going. They've got the extra protection. Making their way forward. Here comes the Odin for D-push. They don't burn the turret. Bear dropped low, takes a shot from the fort. Bear kills the sidewall. Liam again looking for Lutano. Caught the straggling vines. Backs away. He's got the armor buff, but he's taking a lot of damage here. Bunker is being forced to be used. Cure is trying to zone away. Unleash the boars. Forces the retreat out of Simplicity, but is it going to be enough? Stun onto Tigers, who's able to drop the medallion. Here's the turnaround play. The Biotech emitter is burned. That forces Ty to back up. Great blink to avoid Cure there. Fantastic fight. The Biotech emitter keeping Simplicity alive here. Turret now available for 30k, giving themselves their second turret as they have burnt through theirs at lightning speed. Siege Camp already being taken by Simplicity. They now have that banner of Dalaran, giving them that extra little bit of burst. That might help out with Tychus especially, who's a full spell build. Ooh, that is a jerky stream. I hope that's not on my side. Either way, I was sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. This is a clean feed. This is kind of what we just have to deal with. Looks like everything is fine my side. This looks like this is just on the clean feed side. Feels bad. But You see they attempted to get slow onto Liam. They turn around. They're going to try and take out Wit. Wit dives away. Here come the Boars. No kill command. No level 20 yet. 16 versus 18 in favor of 30k as they dive for Wit. The CC is too strong. Collusion cleansed him, but you can't cleanse a dead man. This is an attacks for Tychus, even more percentage damage. And 30k, the relentless CC, the relentless crowd control. Too much to deal with. Staggering their stuns so beautifully here. No forts left for them to really push. There's a fountain in mid lane that they could kill. Turret up in 20 seconds down in this bottom lane. But they're just looking for kills. Look at BBJ. He's going to clear out the minion wave, but if Cure had stuck around, I have no doubt that he would have tried to get a virulent reaction onto him. Liam snipes down the well. Last well at tier 1. Now Simplicity have a long way to run if they need to heal. They charge Cure. Cure, the dodge master, stays alive there. They keep themselves in this fight. Lutano moving in. Looks to try and set something up for his team. There's the charge. Recall comes out. Lutano barely survives. Here comes the Tranquility. Keeping himself going. It's a ricochet. 4 silver for the Tracer. Lots of extra damage. Charge. Focus onto Masquerade. Rooted. Tanks through. Here comes the Odin. Cure takes a lot of damage. Masquerade grabs the fountain. Doesn't even burn the Bounty Committee yet. Objective. The channel begins for Simplicity with Wit on it. In the meantime, Liam is doing offlaner things and is going to take the first keep of the game. Minion waves are on the way, as is Cure, to try and de-push this, making this currently a 4 versus 4. Oh, wait, then a 3 versus 4 in the bottom lane as we see Lutano's up here as well. They're going to try and take out Liam. Pulse Bomb is not available. Now it is. Bunker, buying time. This is all delay tactics right now. In and out of the bunker. It gives you armor, remember. 50 armor when you get out of the bunker. Sorry, 30 armor. There's the charge. Full retreat. Liam is going to be chased down. Here comes Wit. Liam's just going to live. Absolutely ridiculous. He's actually just going to get out. What a god. What a god. His team just stood on the point while Liam takes them on an absolute merry-go-round. Avoids death. They grab a turret, and 30k get a huge amount of percentage onto that objective. 72% so far. They have to wait for Liam, though. Liam is the one about the turret. They have to legitimately wait for Liam. He will pick that up, but that is going to be the Protector going over to 30k. Top lane is being counter-pushed, but they are going to lose a keep. No questions asked. The question is, how much health will be left on that Protector when it gets to the core? And will they try and make a play out of it? BBJ getting into the Protector. Once again, squishies inside. They focus it down. Keep drops. The core shall now be attempted. Protector is healthy. It's a 60-minute Protector, level 20. That's level 19. Celestial Charge. Tracer recalls out. Takes a lot of damage, but Lutano will be able to get away. Hosty is the one currently dealing with the Protector on the core because it is doing a lot of damage. Shield is down. There's the bunker to dodge it. Hasu feigned death to dodge the Pulse Bomb. Blaze in and out of the bunker, maximizing damage output as the core goes down. This is not enough damage at the moment. They have to do something because Li Ming will be full health when they come out of that, and it's not even needed. That is game number 3, the clean 3-0, going over to 30k. They are able to take the full series, and as such, they're going to move themselves up the board. Very well played by 30k, a convincing 3-0, full dominance of that game. Have a look at the stats here. A convincing win for 30k in the end there. 11 kills to 3. And the majority of the kills were onto Varian, the front line, and Yrel, the front line. That's where you see a very solid performance coming in. It's great to see that they were just able to get those blow-ups. The double tank front line. Hey, it seems to work. And if it works, then hey, they can just keep doing it. 30k, 2 weeks in a row with 3 zeros now. Chili Mountain, which isn't too surprising, but Simplicity, very strong team. Simplicity took Granite Gaming to a 3-2 last week, and 30k lost. 30k it lost against Oxygen so far, and against Crowd Control. Wow, I can't talk today, but it was a very convincing performance. Thank you very much, Biggins. Very appreciated. I hope you are enjoying. I hope you've all enjoyed the cast today. I'm just setting up so that we can see exactly what this has done to the table. so I can talk about that. And then I'll find us someone to raid, of course. Well played by the members of especially 30k, but also by Simplicity as well. They played that very well and put on quite a performance. But in the end, that day definitely belonged to the side. There! I'm going to do that again. Because, good lord, my mouth is just not listening to my brain today. Great play by Simplicity, but this day definitely belonged to 30k. As such, 30k will move on into the higher position. Thank you for the 100 bits, Big B, to fix my brain. Here is the table. Very appreciated with the 100 bits from Big B. Is so appreciated here. As you can see, 30k have moved themselves into 4th position. With a better map difference, they as such move themselves above here. Crowd Control technically tied with Wild Hearts here, but because Wild Hearts beat Crowd Control, they are currently sitting in 2nd place just due to versus differences. Nicely done. Oxygen still sitting in 1st despite the best efforts of Sidestep Kings, who are in a very deceptive 1 and 3 now. Very interesting to see. See how well they're going to be able to conclude their series, how well they'll be able to conclude their season. Great performances. The biggest surprises here, again, Sidestep Kings popping off in the game versus Oxygen. 30k really dominating. That was a solid performance by them. Let's talk about what's going to be coming up next week. Next week, we're going to be having, currently, 30k, who just put on an insane performance. They're going to have to see if they can keep that going as they will play against Wild Heart Esports, the position number 2 team. That should be a very fun match. Wild Hearts coming off a win versus Chili Mountain this week. Now they have to play against 30k. The other match on December 5th will be Oxygen Esports versus Granite Gaming. Very entertaining matchup. That should be good. Oxygen Esports still top of the board. With Granite Gaming, they've shown they can take down very strong teams. Let's see how they can do. They put a great series against Crowd Control. Let's see if Granite Gaming can bring it to bear. On December 6th, Chili Mountain will play against Sidestep Kings. So Sidestep Kings will probably be 2 and 5. Will Chili Mountain, though? They're playing with Mysticles now. Let's see if they keep that running. Will they be able to step up and bring themselves to a 1 and 4, and maybe even a 3 and 12 map ratio? There's a lot of work to do, but it is doable for them. Plenty that they could do here. Let's see how well they're able to bring it back. And of course, the final game of that week, Simplicity versus Crowd Control. Simplicity will be looking to redeem themselves after that defeat against 30k. And Crowd Control, they are looking to contest that top 2 spot. Plenty of work to do here. Should be a fun next week of games. That is, of course, week 5, December 5th and December 6th. And I will be blinging you. I will be blinging you, idiot. Yeah. Word up to my homies. I will be bringing you as many of the games as I can. I think there is something happening on one of those days. I'm just checking now which one it is. 13th. Okay, I'm good. All right, we fine. Alrighty, so that should be exciting. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for me today. I'll be looking for someone to raid or run a rerun in just a little bit. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, again, I only can keep doing this with the support of people like you guys. So any subs, bits, donations, regular Streamlabs donations, or anything via the YouTube membership system is so appreciated. It's the only reason I can keep doing this is with support from wonderful people like you guys at home. So thank you all for the support so far. It's so appreciated, and I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you check out the streams when they're available. There's a donation link in the description below, and there is going to be a member button. You can now hit the join button to become a member of the channel so that you can support me that every month. Thank you very much for watching. Big shout out to our sponsor, Simply Nuck Gaming. I will leave you with the commercial for them. Thank you all for watching, and see you all next week for more action. See you all next time. Bye.
You are the sun.
I am the sun. Hang on. Fix that. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry for the random call. I just had something quite important to tell you.
What's up?
And that is there's only 1 day left.
1 day for what?
1 day left for you to get a $400 discount on the Ghost Canyon from Simply Nuck Gaming, where you can go over to their Twitter right now using command SNUC in chat and see all of their Black Friday to Cyber Monday discounts. Cyber Monday is just around the corner though, so you need to make sure to purchase quick.
Did you just call me for an ad?
There is also a $100 discount on all of the other systems that were in the polls in the People's Choice campaign, including the Hades Canyon, the Vortex, and the Nemesis, all available now during the discounts, but you have to make sure you head there quick.
Can I hear that one more time?
That is !SNUC in order to go and check out the great Black Friday to Cyber Monday discounts.
Thank you. I'll be sure to check those out.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.